Me and the crew driving up to Vault 13. This is where it all began, everyone. It's about to get real nostalgic in here. This is a very familiar cave. Not to my character, but to me, as a player. There it is. The Holy 13. This chosen one's about to open this door with the codes we definitely have. There's probably no codes needed. It probably just opens. You need a drink? Just wait until we go inside, Cassidy. Just wait. So this is where it all started, eh? Yep. Marcus making a comment. Okay, nothing in this wall locker. Those sneaky wall lockers, man. Let's make our way further in. Oh my goodness! Who is that? What is going on? Why aren't you attacking me? Do not fear me, human. I do not intend to harm you. I am Gruthor, leader of this Deathclaw pack. Why have you come here? Oh, I have so many options. My goodness. I'm looking for something called a gek. I was told I could find one here. He says, a gek. Is that not a small lizard? No. Wait. That is a gecko. I am sorry, but I do not know what a gek is, nor where it can be found. Will you let me look for it? Gruthor says, I am sorry, but I do not allow just anyone to wander these halls. I am responsible for the safety of all who live here, and I must exercise caution. Well, Gruthor, since I'm karmically positively karmically charged, I can understand your concern. You don't know me well enough to trust me. What if I could help you out somehow, and in return, you allow me to look around? Gruthor stares at you intently for a moment. You would be interested in helping us? Yes, I sense little evil in you. Very well. I shall place my trust in you. Thank you. Gruthor says, there are many machines here, machines built by humans. Deathclaw hands cannot use these machines. However, this is one machine that understands questions. I ask it to run the other machines and it obeys. This machine no longer listens. It will no longer run the other machines. We are running out of food and water. I have ordered raids on the human lands so that we may survive. I am not proud of this, and I would put an end to it. If you repair this machine, I will be able to feed my people once again. I will gladly stop the raids. Will you agree to this? I'll do what I can to help you. Gruthor replies, thank you. The machine is in the vault control center on the 3rd level. If you can repair it, please do so. I am placing my trust in you. Please do not betray it. You are welcome here. I won't let you down, Gruthor. You have my word on that. Okay. What if I can talk to him further? Nothing else. Okay. Nothing else. Let's talk with the doctor? Do we even need to? Well, I don't really need a doctor right now. I'm a max HP. 110. Pretty dang good. Should probably just head to the 3rd floor, or 3rd level. Alright. Let's keep going in. Who's this individual here? A young woman in metal armor. There's a lady and her kid over here too. She says, well, Albie, how are you doing, Caedo? I hope everything worked out for you at the squat. Dahlia, thanks to you, things worked out great. That was very recent. She says, hey, I'm glad to hear that. It was my pleasure to do what I could for you. So, what can I help you with? I have some questions for you, actually, Dahlia. How did you come to be here? Dahlia says, after I left the squad, I didn't know what to do with myself. I figured I'd just drift into one town and another hired gun job. So I was wandering in the desert, trying to decide exactly where I should go. Well, one day, I was looking for a good place to camp. It was getting late, and I didn't want to be out in the open after dark. Off in the distance, a ways, I thought I saw a campfire, so I decided to see who was there. So, I sneak up to this campsite, and there are these 2 Deathclaws, sitting around the fire just chatting away. Idiot that I am, I let out a little cry of surprise, jumped up, and turned to run right into the arms of another Deathclaw, standing right behind me. Anyway, to make a long story short, it took a while for me to realize that I wasn't about to be put on a spit and barbecued. Instead, I was brought here and interviewed by Gruthor. Now I can live here if I want. That's really interesting. Are you a prisoner here? She says, no, I'm not. I'm here of my own free will and I like it. I think this will be a safe place for me to stay for a while. All right. I'll talk to you later, Dahlia. Hey, so if you remember, Dahlia was the guard that we convinced to go past over in the squat when we were trying to find Chrissy, the girl that was captured near Vault 15. So yeah, Dahlia made a reappearance. So quick little hello. And she's doing okay. Kind of thing. So this is the mainframe that's having the troubles. Let's talk to this gentleman here. He says, hello, I'm Jim, or Jimmy. What you up to? Hi, Jim. I'm Caedo. Can I ask you some questions? Jimmy says, it's a pleasure to meet you, Caedo. I'd be happy to answer some questions. What do you do here? He says, well, we're having some computer problems and I'm looking into it. Unfortunately, my forte is software, not hardware. Yeah, Gruther mentioned this to me and asked me to take a look. Do you mind? He says, you can't make matters any worse than they already are. Go right ahead. All right, but I need to ask you a couple things first. Isn't this the Vault Overseer room? Jim says, normally the Vault Overseer would be stationed here, but Vault 13 has been fully automated. Why? I mean, isn't that unusual? He says, I don't know the full story, but at one point in the Vault's history there was a rebellion. The Overseer was either killed or overthrown. I'm not sure which. Anyway, the leaders of the revolution didn't want to entrust the fate of the people to another Overseer, so they installed this mainframe. The records say it was purchased from... oh, what was that name? Ah, I remember. The Brotherhood of Steel. Can you tell me anything about this Brotherhood? Jim says, no, I'm sorry. But I have no information on them. This all happened ages ago. I've never found any references to them other than this one. However, it's my understanding that the Brotherhood was a military outfit, and there are some ruins of what appears to be a military base west of here. That may be what's left of them. All right, let me ask you some other things. All right, that's all we need for now. The military base that he's referring to was not Brotherhood owned. And he may be confusing or mixing up the Brotherhood with the Enclave. But yeah, so we got a little plot as to what actually happened with Jacoran. They left it kind of gray, I guess, because they have that little secret cutscene where you just blast Jacoran when you come back to Vault 13, if you have like the bloody mess trait. So that's kind of interesting. Let's look at this terminal here, though. You examine the computer terminal, but cannot find anything obviously wrong with it. What do? Open it up and look inside. Peering into the mass of cables and circuit boards, you find that the system has been deliberately sabotaged. One of the circuit boards, the voice recognition module, is beyond repair and must be replaced. Now all you need to do is find a replacement module. It's just as easy as that. So easy to find a replacement module. Let's talk to Jimmy again. I need to ask you something. This computer needs a part. Do you know where I might be able to get it? He ponders for a moment and says, let's see. I suppose the best place to look would be Vault City, since they're the most modern place I can think of. You might want to give New Reno a try, though. They're closer, and they do a lot of trading with Vault City. Okay. Thank you. I think I'll be going. Thanks, Jimbo. Jimmy boy. Let's, find out what this Deathclaw here is guarding. This Deathclaw says, stop! You not go here! This place off limits. What is this place? He says, this hatchery. Pack mother inside, eggs inside, I guard. All of pack guard. I'd like to speak to the mother. They say, you wait. I ask mother. Okay. Mother says she talked to you. You go in, but you go alone. Friends stay here. You not cause trouble. I not want hurt you. But I hurt you bad if you cause trouble. Okay. So friendly for a Deathclaw. So caring. She says, a human visitor is an unexpected but not unwelcome event. I am Kareth. So, you are the Deathclaw mother? She says, yes, I am the current pack mother. After my eggs hatch, the other mothers will have their turn. I see. Quick question. What happened to the door? It seems like it's seen better days. Kareth says, that is a painful memory. A treacherous human sneaked in here and planted a bomb among the eggs while I was asleep. Fortunately, he was not as stealthy leaving, and I awoke to find the bomb. There was not enough time to deal with the device properly, so I threw it at the door and placed myself between it and the eggs. The eggs and I survived. The door did not. What happened to the person who did all this? She replies, his name is Matt. He is a prisoner here. Personally, I wanted him dead, but Gruthar would not allow it. I do not see the wisdom in this, but Gruthar's word is law, and he will be obeyed. Should you want to talk to this human, take care. He cannot be trusted. How did this person get by the guard outside? She says, the guard was added after the incident occurred. We were more trusting back then, and now we are more careful. I see. Who is the Deathclaw father? She says, these eggs were sired by Gruthar, the pack leader. It is Gruthar who decides who will mate and who will not. The pack will be made strong by Gruthar. I see. Selective breeding to improve the strain. Yes. Very nerdy. I'll be leaving now. Can't really ask her about the Gek, unfortunately. Okay, well, I have a task for the Deathclaws of Vault 13. But I have someone else to talk to back here. A companion of the game. Goris, a robed figure. He says, "Hello, I'm Goris. I don't recognize you. Are you new here?" "Hi, I'm Caedo. Yes, I'm from outside the vault." He says, "It is a pleasure to meet you, Caedo. So, you're an outsider. I've seen a few like you. Some are staying here in the vault, but you look different. You appear to be more seasoned, if you know what I mean. I bet you've been around a bit and accomplished things. Am I right?" "Yep, I've had some adventures. Say, if you wouldn't mind answering some questions for me, I could tell you some of my adventures in return." Goris says, "It's a deal. I would love to hear anything you can tell me." "What would you like to know?" "Do you know what happened to the people who used to live here in the vault?" "They were captured by a group called the Enclave. Gruthar and the pack were forced to aid in their capture. They had no choice since they were slaves at the time. The fate of the humans has weighed heavily on Gruthar's mind. He's never really forgiven himself for his complicity in that affair. The humans were taken alive, but who knows what has happened to them since. Well, sometimes we're forced into doing distasteful things by situations outside of our control. Gruthar should learn to forgive himself. What else would you like to know?" "What are you doing here?" Goris says, "I'm a student of sorts. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the world and different cultures that have developed. Right now I'm studying the culture Deathclaws are forming and comparing it to human development along similar lines. I've acquired just about all the information I need here. It would help my research a great deal if I would do some traveling. However, I don't want to go it alone. If you know what I mean." "So you're a scholar. That's quite an accomplishment in today's world. Are you a prisoner here?" I like how this is a question for literally everyone here, except for the Deathclaws. He says, "No, I can leave anytime I like. I haven't done so because I don't want to travel alone. I'm pretty tough and can take care of myself, but I would still be one person alone in the desert if anything happened. Well, I don't like traveling alone either, so I can't blame you. I can't really invite him on my team right now because I have an overfull team." He says, "I've kept my part of our bargain and answered all of your questions. Now, how about those adventures stories you promised?" "Gladly. It's a pleasure to talk to you." There we go. I told him stories. And that's it. We're not going to get into this room just yet, because I do want to help the Deathclaws of Vault 13. So, we don't even need to go to the second floor. The second floor is just residential. So, I'll talk to Gruthar again and confirm with him what we've figured out with the machine. "I'm sorry, Gruthar, the voice module has gone bad. I'll have to go get a new one." He says, "I don't understand the workings of such things, but I trust you, Caedo. I will wait for your return." "I shall return. You have my word." Okay. On our way back out. Not far from New Reno, right? And we're going to go to the west side where we ran into Renesco to get the mine parts. That's where we'll find the voice module parts as well, I believe. Why is no one else catching up with me? Probably because the door closed so soon.
Chosen, do you hear me? The village dies. All of our futures die too. We have little left in both time and essence. Hurry.
Ah, Hakunin. That was the final Hakunin dream, I think. I think it automatically triggers as you're leaving Vault 13. But they're fine. We can ignore them for now. We're gonna go to New Reno to have a little party time. Not really. More so just getting something we need and then leaving. So, Commercial Row. Oh, we haven't been to the east side yet. Commercial Row. I didn't do the full tour here. We have Renesco's shop here. We have Father Tully's, which is the holy house. The house of God over here. And then we also have New Reno Arms. This dude sells many arms. But he also has a secret in his basement that has a great benefit if you can get there. I might actually try to get there. But I'm going to speak to him first. Hello? He says, welcome, mister. Eldridge is the name. You in the market for some iron to fill that holster of yours? Depends on what you're selling. He says, here at New Reno Arms, we have the latest personal protection devices needed to stop any yellow-bellied son of a biscuit dead in his tracks. Smiles evilly. I don't know if you can help me, but I'm looking for something special. He says, oh, we got us a discriminating customer, eh? Well, at times, some prized pieces do make their way through town. Take this, for example. Holds up something odd. Genuine pre-war tech. Ain't it something? It's something, all right. Can I take a look? It's what looks like a circuit board. A little dusty, but it looks to be in good condition. It looks like it's part of something. Printed on the board is Vault Tech voice recognition module. Oh, interesting. That's the thing I needed. Vault Tech? This has to be important. How much? He says 3,000 bucks. Take it or leave it. That's a little steep. How about 1,500? 1,500. I can just keep spamming it until he can. I don't think he's going to concede to it, though. Sure. 3,000. Smiles, rubs hands as you lay the money on the table. All right, here you go. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah, I was interested in something else, such as, can I see what you have in stock? I can ask about the Salvatore's Lightbringers, too, if I wanted. Oh, he has that 3,000 I just gave him. 10-pound Arkita Kumar left a comment. I hope I said the name right. Do you use the default controls for Fallout 2? I tried playing Fallout 2 and got till Vault 13 and New Reno voice module part, but the time it took me to figure out the controls and slow pacing made me rage quit it. I am sorry that it got to that point for you. I don't know if you're looking for suggestions. I do use the default controls for Fallout 2. Which you can reference by pressing F1. It just brings up the whole, controls screen. I'm under the assumption that you already turned up the combat speed to maximum because I tell people to do that all the time. But I'm also curious about your character build that you decided to go with. If that had an effect on the pacing of the game, or just the general, the average pacing of the game just kind of wasn't for you, which is fine too. Like going from Fallout 3 onwards to Fallout 1 and 2 is still a jump. You're going from real-time to turn-based. So, I mean, if it's not for you, props for getting as far as you did. You hit basically the halfway point of the story before giving up on it. Maybe there will be a time when you decide to give it another chance, but I also understand the struggle and need for patience with these kinds of games. Thanks for the comment. All right, so a bunch of guns for some explosives and my money back. Okay, let's try to do the secret here. The secret, since I do have lockpicks. I don't have an expanded lockpick set, but I should be able to do this still. So this door is locked. I believe... Oh, I need to give that ammo to Marcus too, I believe. But there's a secret basement over here. Oh. Cassidy and Sulik just opened the doors for me. Okay. So we just need to open this door then. Let's try to get it open. I hope that the lockpicks are good enough. Because I did raise my lockpick skill a little bit to 26%. I think the basic lockpicks give 20% bonus when they're used. Thankfully they don't break either, and we just successfully picked a lock on the door. But I just saved after successfully opening the lock. Because get some free stuff in the back here, of course. He does have some guard dogs that get a little rowdy when you walk through. But I'm gonna grab the stuff out of these shelves. Hey! The tool and pliers! Both in the same spot, in case we needed to help Val at all in Vault City. Oh, dogs are barking. Herp! Hey, I found the secret basement. And there's things to pick up in here too, like the small energy cell. And a small energy cell over here. Special thanks to my Wasteland legends, Sven and David Hoover, and thanks to the rest of my patrons on screen now. You can catch future episodes of this playthrough on Wednesdays and Fridays, noon and 10 a.m. Pacific. Thanks for watching. I'm Caedo Genesis, and may you wander the wasteland like you own it.